This show's brought to you by
Saudis importing record amounts of Russian diesel, and Mena gaming revenues forecast to reach $6 billion. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Saudi is importing unprecedented amounts of cheap Russian diesel and exporting record volumes to other countries where there's a higher demand for the fuel. The EU ban on Russian energy products has created a surplus in Russia, and Saudi is taking advantage. In May, the kingdom imported 500,000 tons of Russian diesel, or 3.7 million barrels. That same month, it exported to Singapore alone a record amount of 400,000 tons of diesel. In April, Saudi exported a record 3.7 million tons of diesel, up 27.9% year on year. Saudi closed $76 billion worth of deals across various sectors in 2022. Officials say the deals range from auto to ICT, agriculture to aerospace, petrochemicals to mining and renewable energy. They say special economic zones, or SEZs, are a cornerstone of the kingdom's national investment strategy and national industrial development and logistics strategy. In April, the kingdom announced the launch of 4 new SEZs. They are King Abdullah Economic City, Jazan SEZ, Ras Al Khair SEZ, and Cloud Computing SEZ. Gaming revenues in the Mena are expected to reach $6 billion by 2027, according to DMCC's Future of Trade report. It says a young and digital-savvy population, high digital connectivity, and government support are driving the region's emergence as a consumer and creator hub. The UAE and Saudi lead the region. Last year, DMCC partnered with Yalla Esports to launch the DMCC Gaming Center. And Saudi's Savvy Games is investing $265 million in Chinese tournament operator VSPO. Toyota's global sales rose by 4.9% in April year-on-year, boosted by stronger demand for hybrids and gas-powered cars in Japan and China. Toyota in April sold nearly 801,000 vehicles globally. About 8,600 of these were EVs, accounting for more than 1% of its global sales. The Japanese automaker also reported better overseas sales of EVs, bringing the total number of EVs sold in the first 4 months of the year above last year's level. Geely has increased its stake in Aston Martin to 17% as part of a new relationship agreement with the ultra-luxury British performance brand. China's largest privately owned automotive technology group will now become the third largest shareholder in Aston Martin. The investment forms part of Geely's strategic investment portfolio, which includes long-term equity stakes in global automotive brands. Geely will now be allowed to appoint a non-executive director to the Aston Martin board, as well as a second person as an observer. Prosecutors have urged a Manhattan federal court judge to deny a request by FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried to dismiss the criminal charges against him. He's accused of stealing billions of dollars from customers to plug losses in his hedge fund. The former crypto billionaire has pleaded not guilty to 13 counts of fraud, conspiracy, making illegal campaign contributions, and foreign bribery. Earlier this month, Bankman-Fried urged a judge to dismiss most of the counts, but prosecutors say the motions to dismiss the charges are meritless. And a beluga whale that became famous in 2019 after it was suspected of being trained by the Russian military has re-emerged off of Sweden's southwestern coast. Vladimir was first seen in Norway's northern Finnmark region wearing a harness with a mount for a GoPro attached to him that read, "Equipment St. Petersburg." The organization tracking the beluga says after this latest sighting, there are plans to move the whale to Arctic waters where it will be closer to other belugas. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
This show's brought to you by